Morning, guys. Welcome in. It's been a few days since the last stream. We had, well, my grandfather passed away on Tuesday, so obviously there was a bit of a hiatus. We had a lot of family stuff going on. But it is Saturday morning, feeling a bit better, and we're going to get right into some games. So hopefully you guys are ready for some epic matches, or some terrible ones. Either way, it's going to be a blast. We got coffee, we got games. There's not much more you could want on a Saturday morning. And the temperature is way down from where it was. Double header. This is our first time getting double header since anomalies were put back in the game. Alright, so the first time we buy a card each turn, get an extra copy. It means that we make sure that we buy every day. Hey, Johnny, how's it going? Renegade. Ugh, gross. How hot is it there? Fair enough. 6 p.m. Beast, Dragons, Mechs, Murlocs, Quillbore. I think Beast is pretty freaking good for this one. Go with Marin the Manager, get another Trinket, maybe? Let's go Marin. 3 Trinkets and the Anomaly for a double buy every turn. Dark Blade. If we can get the cat right away there. We do not. Alright, let's go with Sunbake and Relaxer. Ugh. Yikes. Yeah, it's like, what, 115 Fahrenheit or something disgusting like that? More. Jeez. Was out in, we went to Finland for our honeymoon, and it was like 14 Celsius. It was amazing.
Have a good battle, friend.
Monday to, what, Wednesday here, it was like 38, something like that. It's pretty gross. So I can't even imagine 45 under the sun. It's awful. You could do Recruit a Trainee, get double minions, get 2 copies of it. Sweet, we got some beasts, and then we can sell off. Let's sell off Sunbacon, we'll grab the Lullabot. And then I'm gonna freeze that Lullabot in the tavern for now. I'll buff that one up. Yeah, that's fantastic. Loved it. Honestly, I could see myself living somewhere like that.
Have a good battle, friend.
Jeez. Alright. Perfect. And we absolutely win the round. Unless people had 1 cop. No. I don't know why people go to tier 2 that early. I mean, I get it for the doubleheader aspect, but. Ooh, that alley cat is actually kind of huge. That's 4 minions, technically. Because we get 2 copies of the alley cat itself. I'm going to sell the Sunbacon. I'm going to go up a tier, grab the Lullabot, get double, gives us a gold.
Exactly what you were looking for.
And let's go with the Jazzer. I don't know. The other options weren't great. I'll leave the Alley Cat. I'm just going to let it refresh. Alley Cat would have been cool to do that with. Okay. Yeah, easy enough. Tier 3.
Your minions really pulled their weight.
Yeah, so we get a treasure next turn. Constant, how's it going? Fair enough.
I like how your strategy is shaped.
Normal BGs, yeah. The game volume's low. That seems fairly normal, at least from my side. I'm just gonna fill the field with some stuff. When you have space, let's do. Yeah, sure. Alright, yeah, I should be on for a little while anyway. And I believe we win this, yeah. My voice is way louder. That's so that you can hear me very well. Who knows? Hold on. Let me see. I think adjusting this. I know I can adjust the voice on my microphone itself, so you gotta have like a sweet spot. Oh my glob. What are we doing here? Doubleheader. Beetle Band? I did kind of want to go with Beasts. We go with the Beetle Band. Seems like fun. I don't get it very often, so let's go with that. If we could do double Beetle Band, or oh my gosh, if we could get infinite Beetle Band. Alright, Constant. I will see you later. I will probably still be here. Let's go up a tier. Sell both of those. You know what, we'll grab the Patient Scout for now. Got a lot of summons here for Beetle Band still. Beetles aren't any stronger, but still a lot of summons. Oh, I was like, what battle cry does he have? It's not even a permanent battle cry. So, kind of lame. Beetle. Alright. 4 damage. Not a big deal. We get our second trinket now.
Welcome back. How's it going out there?
Our second trinket, and we get Souvenir Stand. What are the chances that we get another double Beetle Band and we can just have infinite summons? I don't know if the game would actually like give that to us, but it'd be pretty freaking cool if it did. Let's do the refresh first.
Better hire a recruit while you can.
I don't know if I want tier 4 or we definitely want to buy stuff. I'm gonna refresh. You know, let's go with a shiny ring as the card we get 2 of. Another bubble gunner. Freeze the tavern. We'll just double buff our field real quick. That works. We can triple the bubble gunner guaranteed next turn anyway. Maybe.
Keep up the momentum, friend.
this round. Yeah. Need more summons for Beetle Band.
You're good at this.
All right, let's go up a tier. We'll grab Sharp Tooth. We get the triple automatically. Tier 5. Silithid Burrower with Beetle Band is actually pretty freaking good. Sell the Jazzer, Flighty Scout, and I'm gonna sell this Patient Scout. If we get another Patient Scout, we can just buy 2 with the double header. Anyway, second triple. That's another tier 5. I'm just gonna get rid of the Patient Scout.
Keep up the momentum, friend.
He's got Beetle power, huh? 17-17 on his Beetles. We're definitely gonna lose this round. $22, 20. Whew. All right, they're ramping up quick. At least his double death rattles are gone. As long as we can take out the progenitor. Alright. The damage will take us down a little bit at least. But his beetles are pretty big. Damage cap is 15 now, but we're guaranteed to get our greater trinket.
Welcome back. How's it going out there?
And because we got a loss on the last round, we get double gold increase here. So let's sell. I'm gonna sell the fire scale. Got double gold increase. So we are up to 18.
Great. I can bring in more powerful minions now.
Mana Saber triple, Fellfire Conjurer, and a Persistent Poet. We'll buy the Mana Saber.
Exactly.
Maybe we get an Evoker. No, we do get a Party Guest. Party Guest of those two. This is more important. I know, that's kind of what I'm looking at here. We get rid of that. Throw Taunt on him because he's not super necessary. And we'll buy the Poet.
That's what I would.
Save those for a turn or two. I'll have to see what our greater trinket is. Hopefully something decent. If we can get a bunch of like tier 6 choices out of it maybe. However, if we do get the Beetle Band choice, that would be really dumb. I mean, right now we're ramping up the Silithid Burrower still. Does give our beast 13-13. It's not amazing yet, but we'll take 15 here. We got a couple different options going. We'll see what these have to give. Come on, Beetle Band.
Welcome back. How's it going out there?
No such luck. But we do have an Innkeeper's Hearth for 4 tier 6s. grab the Shimmer Moth for now. I guess that can work for anything. There's the Evoker. And we also get an Ignition Specialist. Alright, I don't know if we have the actual health to pivot here, but we're going to try. We got 2 copies of that. Let's get another dragon. Another Fellfire. Sell off the Silithid. Sell that off. Another dragon.
Now we are in business.
Dragon Battle Cries. Let's grab a couple more Tavern spells.
That's quite the army you're building, friend. That's what I would have picked.
That is kind of a Hail Mary to hope for that. Plus 20, plus 10. Our Tavern spells are going to go up.
Have a good battle, friend.
We'll see what happens. Our field's definitely stronger. 86-86 that he's going to summon at least one of. Alright, he wastes his Venomous at least. Oh. No, hopefully. Took out the big one. As long as this Scourfin, whatever it's called, does. Oh, we do win the round. All right. I mean, it worked out. I don't know if it worked out well, but it's
Minions really pulled their weight.
oh, worked out for a turn at least. All right, we get the double header, so we get double Tavern spells. I actually think we do double Golden Touch, maybe. That's 2 tier 6 choices. That could give us more party guess. Chef's choice. Let's go with Chef's choice. We can double up on how many on our dragons. And let's just grab all these. 23, 23. Ooh, Nadina. Get rid of the Arid Atrocity. Let's do another Evoker. Another Arid Atrocity. Alright, Beetle. Next round, we'll grab the Shiny Ring. I wanted the Nadina for the double Divine Shield, but having 2 Evokers is obviously way better. Plus 40, plus 20, plus 16, plus 8.
I think you can win this thing.
A natural blessing is enormous. What the hell? Oh, okay, he's got like a... How big are his blood gems? 9 12s. He's only got 1 minion it's gonna go on. That is a 200 and change. But it's still only 1 minion. And because of that, he definitely lost. Yeah. He's scaling up, but it doesn't look like he's scaled. I mean, he doesn't have the field to scale up because he only has one minion left when the combo actually like goes off. Ooh, Tavern Coin. Probably not what I want to use for that. Terragosa, permanent scaling. Okay. We need a triple on one of these two. We're going against a dead guy. Alright, that works. Two choices of a dragon. Another poet. Another ignition specialist. And we got the triple for Fellfire. I'm going to put this on our dragons first, so they get double the buff, plus the one in the tavern. If we can get another Evoker right now. Come on, Evoker. No dice. It's alright. We can... Armor. Not really big deal. Kinda, yeah. The only upside is that we get the double buffs. I'm gonna go with double tavern spells to the hand right now. I should put that on the poet. I'm gonna get rid of the party gifts actually and do that. That works. That way we get the 4 tavern spells. I think we win this round anyway. Tide Oracle, Morgul. And maybe not. He did just get buffed by our stats there. He didn't have anything in his hand. He did. No Murlocs in his hand? I don't know. Whatever. We have 2 triple options here with the specialist and... No, 3, sorry. Poet, specialist, and we just need another... So we're gonna search a little bit. Another planar telescope. 2 options, come on. Give us one of the dragons we need. No dice. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. Ooh, that guzzle of goop. I don't really want to get rid of this poet so we can buff our whole field up, but... Guzzle the Goop is super good. It's the end of the round. I'm gonna do it. Just because we get so many buffs with all of our minions right now. And then I can drop Terragosa right at the end and it will get permanent buffs anyway. We get 1 refresh still. Alright, that works. Terragosa, buff everything in the tavern, and field. It's essentially 1 less minion getting buffed. Because Terragosa gets the buffs anyway. Woo! Well, he got dragons and scaled harder, obviously. Ah, and he had the Goldenizer, double start of combat effects. Yeah, that'll do it. Not bad. 5th place. We actually managed the pivot pretty well. Wasn't bad. It's a good first match. Good way to start off the day. That was exciting though, doubleheader. Which, honestly, doubleheader can be kind of a pain because you don't want to waste it. So you like want to search, but then if you don't get anything, you're just buying for the sake of buying. I don't understand everybody going right to tier 2 on turn 2 and wasting the doubleheader. Usually. I guess not always if you were to get like 2 coins or something. Patient Scout. Alright, starting with a gold Patient Scout. Beasts, Elementals, Pirates, Quillbore, and Undead. Oh. My have sucks. This sucks so bad. This should cost 0. Choose a card in the tavern, lock it in your hand. After 2 turns, unlock it. So, like, usually 2 turns later, you're 1 or 2 tavern tiers higher. You could be dead. Like, it's just, I think it's just done. And it costs 1. I think that's my biggest issue with it, is that it just costs. Let's go with Sylvanas. Just purely for armor. Nice.
What's your strategy this time,
Nick Dobbs. I think the highest scaling is going to be Elementals. Elementals or Quillbore is going to be the highest scaling. Brian, what are we going for? We going for Elementals, Beasts, or Quillbore? Undead are lame, and I honestly think Pirates are not going to be able to keep up with the rest. Unless we were to do Pirate Beasts, in which case that could work, but... Oh, man. Definitely could have tied that if the attacks had gone correctly.
Welcome back. How's it going out there?
You feel like Quillbore? Alright, we could do Quillbore. I'm gonna go with the Molten Rock and just buff our field for this turn. Fair enough. Well, we can do the tier 5 sell for Patient Scout. I don't know, tier 5. I guess ultimately, do we want to sell on tier 5 or do we want to sell on tier 6 for Patient Scout? And we can just kind of let Scout decide whether we do Elementals or not. Because if we get the tier 6 Quillbore, I mean, that would just be the choice. But tier 5 is better for Quillbore, I think.
Work out there. Keep up the pressure.
Tier 2, banana, buff. Elementals do definitely have the high scaling potential. Actually, all the scaling elementals are lower tier. There's a lot of junk tier 5 minions. That's also where we get double battle cries, double death rattles though. I always think like tier 5 minions generally suck. But for Quillbore, it's where we get 3 low Quillbore again. Titus, which honestly 3 low Quillbore and Titus like is the whole combo for Quillbore. At least the big combo for Quillbore. Pokey is really good if we can get that right away. Maybe we sell next turn. Glow Gullet. It's actually kind of perfect. Got Glow Gullet. I'll grab the banana, do a refresh. Get nothing. Alright, we'll buff our 2 elementals. Let's see. Oh my gosh, I got a lot of tabs going. So I started playing Magic the Gathering again, and I made a commander deck. I don't know. Brian, do you play Magic? Otherwise, this whole conversation may fall on deaf ears, aside from anybody watching this after the fact that likes Magic. Bristleback Knight's not terrible. Honestly, Dark Gaze Elder is decent. There's a lot of tier 5 Globor. Pokey's the only one that actually buffs. Our early game is freaking killing it right now.
Your minions really pulled their weight.
Kind of want the Strike Oil. But we really... Oh! Patient Scout. Let's get our tier 5s gross. I'm gonna say Dual Wield Corsair for its own synergy. And let's go with the Light Spawn, I guess. Just start buffing up elemental buffs. Dual Wield Corsair, which can buff itself. Grab some Strike Oil. Alright, maybe we go elementals. Honestly, I love using the double dual Corsair combo where you just sit there with 2 of them and they buff themselves, they buff each other up every time you spend gold. Such a good early game ramp for no real reason. And you can just have those 2 on the field and that's it. This guy's going tier 6. Depending on what we get for a trinket, I think we just go right up to tier 4 this turn as well. Nothing died, so our passive's useless. Or our ability. Ah, we do have the triple though. Elemental, we have the buff going from our light spawn now. So I think we do the Felemental. I think we're going elementals this game. It's gonna buff our tavern up. I think we just freeze that molten rock there, and I'm gonna go up a tier. You gotta get taunt on the Felemental, but that should be fine. I'm gonna grab some coffee real quick while I have a minute. So we are just about out. Now we're out. Did we win yet?
You got this. You're way ahead.
Oh my gosh. Ugh, I sit on a blanket and I'm rolling it over. Well, that That's a thing. He's gonna ramp actually pretty hard with the Grifter Druss combo. Alright, 10 damage is still capped, so we're good for a little bit at least. Togwaggle is a chump. We can... You want to... What do you think, Brian? Risk it for the biscuit? I can sell off the Corsair. We'll take a loss, almost guaranteed on our next round, but we can do Corsair and Glow Gullet. Sell them both, go up a tier and grab the Molten Rock for tier 6. Or grab the Molten Rock and do a couple refreshes, and we'll get a tier 5 out of it. Decide quickly. Stay tier, go for a tier 5 or a tier 6. One is obviously kind of risking it for the biscuit on the next. Risk it? Alright, let's do it. Glow Gullet, Corsair, tier 5. Molten Rock for the triple. And we get a Localar. That works. We're going to have to get Tauntaun Felemental for sure, because he's going to start getting buffed up. Now that we're tier 5, we need, honestly, double end of round effects, and probably even... We could get the tier 4 bird there that triggers battle cries. Trigger the battle cry and the death rattle for Felemental. But if we can double light spawns end of round and double Localar with a Drakari. Alright, buff. Gross. Well. That's a thing. Let's kill the Deathly Striker. Right away. Kill the Striker. No. Really? You got a Blanchy too? Oh, wow. Well, at least that's the only thing left. He doesn't get to... I don't even know. We took damage cap anyway. Dumb. I really hate undeads. Not good. There we get 3 little cold war there. At least we get our greater trinket no matter what. We got a refresh for another light spawn. A light spawn, and it's on the opposite rotation, so we'll get buffs for both every turn. Sand Swirler, yeah, let's do Sand Swirler, just because it does affect the Localar right away. Oh, Dancing Barnstormer too. This is literally... Felemental Portrait just makes Felemental a Dancing Barnstormer, but worse. It goes on all minions, but really, you're only playing with elementals anyway, right? Those Eternal Knights are weak. Looks like he just went with that combo. Sweet. We get the buffs to elementals, and we definitely win the round. That's a little obnoxious thing to watch. He's got the whole overfill combo going, though. Hopefully you guys can't hear that. Someone's using like a saw next door. Drakari Portrait. It becomes an elemental. There we go. Double end of round effects were just given to us. We're going to double up on our light spawn, double up on the frost forger. And we try and get a triple on the... maybe not. Oh, what are we going for now? This is like the whole... This is really all we need. Molten Rock. Let's just grab the Glowing Cinder to make him stronger. Taunt. We need Taunt for the Barnstormer. Just grab both those for now and call it good. It's our other minions, so we'll buff him up a little bit too. So we're going to get double health, double attack, then Frost Warrior double on all of our other minions. This Molten Rock is going to ramp up so fast. And we'll just keep Glowing Cinder on the field for a turn or two. It's not really... you know what? That does go on everything. Roll the dice on the Windfall. I could sell the Glowing Cinder. Use Reclaim Souls and... Nah, just leave it. We'll leave it, see what we get next turn. You know what? We ended up utilizing Patient Scout. We kept the light spawn. Honestly, was not super impactful for our gameplay, though. Ooh, 64? Damn. This guy ramped. Beetle ramp. Got 2 sets of Unholy Sanctum. Wow. No shot. Alright, 15 damage. Wow. Alright. At least we get to go against the dead guy. Yeah, right? Well, upside is we will absolutely ramp way faster than them. We just have to actually get what we're going for. Let's go with a Planar Telescope. Unleash Mana Surge. Let's do Unleash. Let me get rid of Barnstormer. We're going for field buffs, not for... Never mind, maybe we are going for the tavern itself. Double Grease Fire as well. Buff the stat gains, double buff the tavern at the end of the round. Guess our tavern's gonna get massive too. And the triple on the light spawn and a Tortolin. Yeah, I'm not gonna get rid of the Molten Rock. I think we just get rid of Grease Fire. We'll stick with the field buffs.
A good tactical choice.
Maybe another local R right now.
Oh, you're moving up in the world.
Go with Hogstrider. It's not super useful, but... Oh, there's the Rylak I was kind of looking for earlier. Hopefully we don't lose to the dead guy with elementals.
I think you can win this thing.
Nah, we're good. It would be nice to get his Mana Surge though. Eight 12 twice at the end of the round now. Honestly, just that guy's the Beetles scale harder than ours. Windfall. Meteorite's not terrible, but I think we'll just keep with the buffs we got going on. 158, 250. Another Drakari. I'll grab it just because it's an elemental, but it's honestly not super useful right now. Technical elemental. Our field's not terrible. I don't think it's going to compare to this guy's undeads now, though. He's going to have a gold copy of that stupid tier 6 undead. And we already kind of know what his field looks like. The Molten Rock is massive. So maybe maybe just size will win us this round. Triple on Drakari would be freaking crazy. We get 4 more attack. And then 12, 13 twice on all of our minions. And we have a very useless Hawkstrider Herald. Hawkstrider Herald is going to be the MVP of this game if we win. This guy's just got searching power, essentially. And Goldenizer, he might have a Drakari, but Goldenizer's supply, he's only got the effect off 1 time so far. So it's kind of useless. Not to make it stronger, but I think it should give you a Goldenizer immediately. Maybe make it a greater trinket would make it stupid to use a Goldenizer immediately. It's essentially a greater trinket because you don't get your first copy of Goldenizer until turn 9 anyway. I just think it's dumb. It takes way too long to ramp with that. He does have a big field. Need to kill Nozul. No, we'll just attack in order. That makes sense. So it works, huh? We're gonna lose. It's definitely Striker. We had 1 free attack and we still just attacked right down the line. I freaking hate undead so much. That's it. That is the only character that I would go undeads with, for the most part, though, because at least you can kind of go down the. Yeah, I mean, you kind of force people to go down the line, but still. All right, 5th place again. We're on a 5th place tangent today. Let's see if we can get 1 or 5 higher. Be fantastic. When you wipe out an opponent, their minions go back into the pool, which honestly, halftime, I feel like it doesn't actually happen, but you'll be like looking for a Titus. You'll be going against the 1 person using Death Rattles. They have like 2 gold Titus Rivendare, and then you kill them, and then you still can't find Titus. Zarek Master Cloner. We can make a minion golden and then duplicate them. I think that is absolutely the way to go. Beast, Demons, Dragons, Quillbore, and Undead. We could do a Beast Quillbore combo. Trigger the Battle Cries to increase the health. Go with double Death Rattles. Go with the tier 2. Both the tier 3s, right? They're both tier 3, I believe. Or I think it's tier. Yeah, so the Moonbacon and the Prickly Piper, and then get the tier 4 beast to trigger the battle cry, the minion next to it, and do that. Is that big pickle? Big pickle. Yeah, we go way back. What do we got? AFK, so we win the round either way. So let's just go with Sunbacon, I guess. Library. big pickle. Bear time. Mr. Jake and Bake. Alright, bet. And Reese's Peanut Butter Cup. Who are we going against? Who are we going against? Who do we got? Beasts. They won their last round against Mixed Minions, which is probably just an Ominous Seer. Which to me says that he has a beetle, and we can tie on the beetle right now. He's gonna have the buzzing vermin, right? Buzzing vermin. So we'll tie. Buzzing vermin would have killed Ominous Seer, and then summoned the 2/2, and it would have just been 2 points. Ooh, a Patient Scout right away. You know what? We could actually do Patient Scout, wait for it to become tier 6, slam it with a Goldenizer, duplicate it, sell it, get 4 tier 6 minions at once. It's not necessarily as good as just getting... I don't know. It's not a bad idea. If we can get 2 more Patient Scouts before then, so that we can just make it gold without having to use the Goldenizer, we can just duplicate it and sell it that way. Same, same principle strategy, but that way we don't have to waste the Goldenizer. We can use the Goldenizer on one of the tier 6s. So we'll still be above 31 even if we take full damage on this next round. Could try for the tier 2 Quillbore. She'll at least give us some survivability. No, we just get a raise run. Alright. Here's what it is. I'll take a loss on this round as well. Tier 4 already. That's a rush. It's actually kind of impressive that she's already up to tier 4. Tier 4 on turn 4. How? I mean, I guess. Yeah, if you get the right minions, I suppose. Good honor. I was thinking tier 2 on turn 2. That does make sense. Alright, let's go with a little bit of survivability. Actually, that's not bad. Lesser Trinket. Sure, let's go Bird Buddy Alley Cat, and
big appetite.
That way Bird Buddy will buff those up. gonna grab Tricky Trousers just to make sure that it doesn't drop Bird Buddy right away. Do that. We know he'll drop himself, Razor Fen will die, and then these will at least be 3/3s. Going against Beasts. So we still have 3 more turns for Patient Scout. Haven't seen any other ones, but Goldenizer, cloning. If we can get, I don't know, let's see what our lesser trinket is here. Oh. Yep. That is a gold monstrous macaw already. Oh, already. He's got the Goldenizer. That's it's kind of a choice to use a Goldenizer on a macaw. Bird Feeder, Avenge 2, give our minions 1/1. Yeah, he's all in on Macaw for sure. What do you think? Explorers, Binoculars, or Bird Feeder? Binoculars for tempo? Yeah, sure. Let's do it. Bird Feeder would be good if we get the whole Beast combo off, but I'm not trying to put all our eggs in one basket here. We only have undeads, no mechs, so that's kind of strange. I'm thinking, let's do this. We'll grab both of those. Skyfin and Whelp Smuggler. We'll drop the Gem Smuggler down, which will double buff him, plus the increase there, and then we can get at least one decent sized minion to hold down the fort for a few. 2 more turns on Patient Scout, so we just need to make sure we don't get stomped yet. Rewinder's Portrait means he's probably ramped up like crazy already.
Don't tell the others.
No, I think we're good. I think just our dragon alone will do. Maybe not. Alright. Take what, 5? Yeah, 5 damage. I think he's probably one of the strongest people out there right now. Maybe we'll go against AFK? Okay. Could do another Battle Cry. We're guaranteed to get the Patient Scout combo off with the Goldenizer, so we just go up a tier. Shiny Ring and a Gentle Stag. Kind of trying to figure out what the heck I want to do here.
That's what I would have picked.
Something like that, maybe?
Have a good battle, friend.
That way we get the Reborns. Gentle Stag will buff itself. Bird Buddy will give stats too. It's kind of a long shot, but wow. It's not even. Alright. Well, This is gonna be our complete Hail Mary turn for what we do. Alright, so Patient Scout, Goldenizer, sell off the one prosthetic, duplicate it, let's get 4 tier 6s. Indomitable Mount, Ignition Specialist, let's go with the Specialist. Feeling Dragons. That gives us a triple on an Ignition Specialist right away. Let's go tier 5. It's another tier 6. Oh, Caligos.
Balance. Pray for mercy.
I got my permit.
Something like that. Ooh. Alright, good. I got the freeze off for that Eternal Knight. We can get the triple for another tier 6 next turn. I don't think that was enough, but we'll see. His blood gems are stronger. He doesn't have any actual field yet, so that is actually enough to survive the round. We get our greater trinket. Stuttering over here. Skipping. Plus we got the 4 tavern spells from Ignition Specialist. If we can get tier 6s as an option here. And maybe Elise is dead, so we're not going to be in... No. She won her round. Against... Ooh. Faceless Manipulator. Brand Bronzebeard. Brand's kind of freaking useless overall. I mean, kinda. Let's go with Faceless. I'm gonna grab Eternal Knight. Let's get that triple. Do we switch to like a weird full undead comp? Nope, there's the Fireforged Evoker. Okay. Sell off Skyfin. Duplicate that Evoker. Another Skyfin.
A good tactical choice.
So this guy got Cool Bore.
I didn't like that one either. Here's a gold for the trouble.
So I'm keeping that. Archlich is gonna kill Eternal Knight, summon another copy of Eternal Knight. I mean, we could end up with a full field of Eternal Knights if we really want to. It's not necessarily the combo we're going for, but if it works, it works. Looks like a lot of people went for that Battle Cry. That's kind of what I was saying at the beginning, was the Beast Cool Bore combo. A lot of people pushed for it. Jeez. Everyone is in lethal range right now.
Keep up the pressure. Now we are in business. Go ahead.
Give us a something. give us something to work with here. I'm gonna get rid of the Caligos, I think.
That one might make all the difference.
One more refresh. Nothing super helpful there. Maybe we grab the Bounding Fellstalker. Just to get a refresh. It costs health. I'll take the one.
Down a minion and up a goal.
So 36-18 on all three of our dragons. We'll get another Eternal Night. Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
Sure these ones stick
Do need a
around
poet for
next
sure. Kind of have like a mixed combo going on here. If I can get Reborn on the other Eternal Knights, that would work too. Not that it's like either more dragons. We either need permanent stacking on our dragons, or we need more Reborn for the Eternal Knights to keep growing. And honestly, we could just be out here. 11-11 on his Beetles, we should be fine. We gotta take out these progenitors fast. That'll do it. Perfect. That Ignition Specialist has 100 attack already, and it's temporary. It's so sad. Alright, yeah, we'll definitely use some Mool on dragons so we can get a poet. We're in the top 5 again.
Nice work out there. Keep up the pressure. That'll do some damage.
We could at least grab Terragosa. I could probably drop KT now. Grab Terragosa so at least the Terragosa gets the permanent buff. With any luck, we can get a triple on the Evoker right now. Alright, so Terragosa, make him 20-20 right away. And just gonna give Taunt to another Eternal Knight. See how that works. It's absolutely not what I thought our field was gonna look like on turn 11. We got Undeads, Beasts. I guess technically we're Undeads. Not anymore, but Beasts and Quillbore. He's got the Macabre Battlecry trigger with Quillbore. He's probably going to trigger like a gold 3-low Quillbore and we're doomed. He is on a 2-round win streak. He versus a dead guy. Nope, he lost to him with dragons last turn. Alright, let's see what happens.
You got this. You're way ahead.
Yep, 3-low Quillbore, 18-22. Yeah, we're doomed. Alright, I'm going to run to the bathroom while this plays out. We are absolutely dead on this one. Be right back, guys. Not bad. Oh, a tie for third place. We landed on an exact 7K again. But third place is better than our first two fifth place. Let's get into it. See what we can get. Guys, hopefully you're enjoying the stream. It's your first time around. Thanks for coming in. We got, I don't know how long we're going to play today. Saturdays and Sundays are kind of up in the air. But if you're enjoying it, definitely hit subscribe if it's your first time in. Turn on notifications. We go live every day of the weekdays, sometimes on weekends. And like the video if you like it. Got tons of stuff on the channel now, so... False idols, 2 copies of a minion to make golds. So if we go, let's see, demons, dragons, pirates, coolborn, undeads. If we go with something like Thorum and we get a faceless manipulator, we could get a gold tier 7 of our choice. We have not seen Denathrius in a freaking hot minute. Let's go with Thorum. I'm feeling it. I think we're going to get Thorum, and I think we might get Faceless Manipulator as an option, and that would be freaking crazy. Pendulum. This guy's name's like a syphilis. Stitched Salvager. What do you Stitch Salvager? There's let's do that, sell it, lasso. Alright. 4 gold spent so far. If we do Stitch Salvager and we can get like a 3 little Coolbore, or even the other Death Rattle ones, we can use Salvager to trigger them and then put Taunt on Salvager. 3 little Coolbore would be insane. Get like the whole Coolbore comp with just Stitch Salvager on the field.
You're good at this.
Jeez. Okay. Well, that's a free win, I suppose. 2 people out already. Hey! We landed in the top 6, guys. We are freaking killing it already. Top 6 guaranteed on turn 2. And any other dropouts? We're gonna just get in the top 4 by default. Stitch Salvager really only works with... I guess it could work with demons too. We could do the demon for buffing the minions in the tavern, like getting that spell on repeat, and do like the demon dragon combo with the Stitch Salvager to trigger it twice. And we get a gold coin. And Enchanted Lasso. Why not? Maybe we get something good. Double Whelp Smuggler for another gold. I'm gonna save that. I'm gonna save the Double Whelp Smuggler. It's an extra gold coin, and the 2 minions together just might be good for ramping up our field a bit. Oh man. Ooh. Nope. I was gonna say if we'd attacked the Intrepid, it would have been fine for tying it, but. Another 410 on the field. Mixed minions. Dark Reach. naughty. Alright, so next turn, go up a tier. Still feeling Cool War probably. Need to get a couple on the field. But if the game pushes us to dragons, then dragons it may be. We'll be able to ramp dragons incredibly fast if we get the right right field. And a tie. Three people have quit. Why? I'm just gonna grab the strike oil because this is a guaranteed win. Guys, we are in the top 5. Turn 5, top 5. I have no idea why everyone has quit this game, but I guess I'm not gonna complain. Just relish in it. We still have 38 gold to our tier 7. Let's see what our lesser trinket is, I guess. Damage cap will be 10 next turn as well, so I think we'll just go right to tier 4. Unless we get something that jumps out in the tavern that we want, but... And it'll kind of depend on the cost of the lesser trinket as well. This is like the hardest matchup we've had. You know, and we've been fortunate enough to go against the dead guys on repeat too.
Nice work out there. Keep up the pressure.
Souvenir stand. Alright, souvenir stand or... Yeah, let's go souvenir stand. We're gonna make it to our greater trinket for sure. Alex Straza's getting wrecked by kind of everyone. Glow Gullet is nice. Let's see. 2, 3, 4. Try and steal Glow Gullet. No such luck. No. Sell the Wrathweaver, gold coin. I don't really feel overconfident about this matchup. She's tier 4 as well. She's probably got one tier 4 dragon. Oh, I'll use it. We'll see. If we win the round, even better. If we don't, whatever, it is what it is. Freeze that Glow Gullet though. I do want it. Alright, well, you got the dragon combo off. 7 damage. Ooh, Dragon Wing Glider. That's nice.
Oh, it's okay. We all hit some bumps now and then.
Prickly Piper, Glow Gullet, and looks like we will be able to play Cool War. Let's go with the Gritty Headhunter. We'll steal the Gold Grubber. Sell off the Gold Grubber for the investment. Could have used it to buff itself up, but I'd rather get our Choose Your Champion next turn. That way we can get Stitch Salvager. Use it right away with probably the Prickly Piper. we need a way to buff up our blood gems for health. If we're real fortunate, we could get the calligraphy set as a greater trinket and double up on it. So every time, what, 3 minions die, we gain 2/2 on our blood gems permanently. This destroys a minion to the left at the start of combat, so like right off the bat, it starts to ramp up.
I think you can win this thing.
Yikes. He has some freaking strength. That is for sure. Nine. That's not terrible. We can get back over that mark if we get some armor. And we get the dead guy, so overconfident. Let's grab the Spirit Walker. Overconfident's gonna double up on our overconfident, so we will get double the gold next turn. Tier 5.
Looks like you can get a triple.
Fearless Foodie. So this doesn't really matter all that much, so I'm thinking...
I like where you're going with it.
That's going to be extra gold value next turn. Buff our blood gems, and Stitch Salvager is guaranteed to kill the Prickly Piper. Alright, souvenir stand. Let's see if that was worth it. We get an extra 6 gold next turn, plus the 2 Marauders contracts to buy any pirates. Faceless Manipulator would actually be crazy because we'd be able to do Stitch Salvager and then copy this the gold Stitch Salvager.
Keep up the pressure.
Whenever you trigger a Death Rattle, give your rightmost minion 6/6 permanently. What are we doing here? 84 seconds. Alright. Demons, Dragons, Pirates, Quillbore, Undead. I don't even know. I'm gonna go with the earrings. I'm gonna go with the earrings. We can steal that. Let's do...
All will dance to my song.
Put her here so that we get the extra Death Rattles. Give him the taunt. Every time we play 5 spells...
Better hire a recruit while you can.
Ah, crap. Didn't work. Wow. That is definitely something else. What in the world does he have going on here? I feel like his field's not all that good. Good enough, I suppose.
I've got some fresh recruits for you. Who knows what secrets will uncover? Watch out! I'm beating.
So we're one away. Do
I like where you're going with this. This place makes me feel tingly. Come on down.
I'm just gonna ramp up this corrupted bristler with all the extra spells that we get.
That's what I would have picked. You're down a minion.
Prickly Piper, triple.
Have a good
Could have probably got one more spell if I'd refreshed, but not sure whereas that's even kind of enough, but nope, exact lethal. If we'd killed that Balladus, we'd have been fine. I guess it's a good thing we got a guaranteed 5th place, huh? 3 5th place. You know, it started to all come together in that last turn. I think one more turn and we'd have been able to ramp up the field pretty well. Had no idea what I was going for there, though. Those were really, really crappy greater trinket options for that. We had an option of doubling up. Kind of crap. What do we got? Alright, Phases Manipulator. Guff. I'm gonna use another one. I think Guff. These all suck. Why not? Let's go with Guff and see what we can get. Definitely not my go-to character usually, but we have all these kind of useless tokens that I try not to use anyway. But
7 fresh opponents. Are you ready?
all right, Alley Cat. I'm gonna spend the first. I think we're gonna go tier 4 on turn 4, so that we can have access to stronger cards. We'll take a couple losses early, probably. Because once we have access to tier 4, we can do the natural blessing pretty quickly. And then turn 4, we'll also get the Faceless Manipulator too. So for turn 5, the whole play is going to be turn 5. We're going to have a decent field, hopefully. Yeah, stick to the plan. Stick to the plan. I really wanted to buy that Ominous Seer and recruit a trainee, but stick to the plan. Alright. We'll be tier 4 quickly. Elementals is probably the best option. It's got the highest ramp potential, I feel like. Aside from maybe mechs. And it has a lot of purchasing power for rotating. For our natural blessing. Summon another one. 3 damage. 4 damage? 4 damage.
Welcome back. How's it going out there?
Patient Scout. Sticking to the plan. Beast. Undead. He took 4 damage. I think we're going to take extra damage because we have the Tabby Cat on the field. Unless he puts more minions on the field. I'm guessing he has the Mana Saber. And it's going to summon 2 minions when it dies. No, he's got a Molten Rock now. He did have Beast, right? Or did he have Beast? I don't know.
I've got some fresh recruits for you.
Alright, there's our Manipulator. Tabby Cat. Tier 4. Alright, next turn, we will start to ramp up. $10 damage is cap. I'm going to go out on a limb and say he's probably not going to do 10 damage to us. And we're out of coffee. Glowing Cinder would not be bad. Honestly, if we can get the tier 4 mech that summons the automaton and we can copy it right away, it's not a bad play either. And play this next turn by play it by ear. Overconfident actually would have been awesome too. 1 cost and it's tier 3. Rip.
Any defeat that doesn't destroy you makes you strong.
Oh, that's not a great field. We can use that with any battle cry combination now. That leaves us with beasts, elementals, and undeads basically. I guess we could do Nagas for coins. Crappy beast options though. Having the Rylak with a Reborn on it already though isn't bad. This guy's tier 4 as well. So I think he also had to have sacked his whole field to get there, right? Unless he used his piggy bank already, but it doesn't look like it.
Have a good battle, friend.
Is he still saving it? He is still saving up the... Jeez. 2 marquee tickers with Reborn? Oh. He must have duplicated it. Marquee Ticker gave it Reborn. He had a way better turn than I did. Well, we could lose on this next turn.
How's it going out there?
Oh boy. Whenever you trigger a death rattle, give your rightmost minion stats permanently. I think that's the play. Oh man. I mean, if we lose the round, we're gonna lose anyway, so I'm gonna do that. Let's get another turtle. Yeah, let's copy the turtle. Get the triple, get a minion of higher tier. And we'll give this more health right away, I guess. This turn does not bode well for us. At least this will trigger the Wisp in the Shell, which will hopefully go on the Snapjaw, and that will give the Snapjaw stats permanently when this dies twice. Same deal. So hopefully that Snapjaw will ramp up in this turn enough to let us survive. I don't think we've triggered Natural Blessing one time yet. And by that, I mean we have not. That is huge. Oh, gosh. Yep, he got a combo. We absolutely lost. I thought a Kazmarak couldn't be in games with mechs anymore. And that's kind of bull. Apparently that changed. So a Kazmarak used to be banned in games with mechs for that exact reason. Apparently they changed it back. Didn't even think about that being an option. That was kind of lame. Alright. That was terrible. Honestly, that's kind of bothersome because he got banned from mechs last season for that exact reason. That it was too broken to summon extra copies of the Automaton and ramp it up starting on basically turn 3. He'll probably win that whole game because he's got the pendant and he's going to keep summoning gold copies. All he needs is Reborn on the... Yeah, that mech there. Whatever his name is. The one that summons the Automaton. If he gets a gold copy of that and you can get Reborn on it, it's like the only thing you need, especially if you have, when he gets attacked, summon another copy. And then Titus Rivendare. Oh, okay. Didn't want to play that round anyway. So that's the downside. Like, Guff is the perfect example of why having less than, like, 15 armor kind of sucks. We didn't trigger his passive, which was partially my own fault. I should have, yeah, that's kind of a rough one. Earlier trinkets. Shara. A Naga game? It's not very often we do Nagas. Why not? It has been a long time since we pushed for a Naga game. Let's make it happen. Could actually do tier 2 Naga. Maybe. I feel like it's either tier 2 Naga or like the Death Rattle Reborn style Naga. It's a little dependent on trinkets though.
What's your strategy this time, partner?
The future is now.
I'm gonna grab some coffee while this kicks off the first round.
Don't tell the others. I'm rooting for you.
I didn't even notice we were gonna get a free win. Teach me to not look at who I'm going against. Alright. So we need to reach 30 attack kinda as quickly as possible.
The future is
Eudora has 2 digs left, so she's got nothing on the field.
Keep up the momentum, friend.
No, she does have something on the field. Interesting. Oh, she must have either stolen a minion or discovered a minion of tier 1 on the first turn.
You're good at this. It's good to get some minions in play.
escape the darkness with me.
Um. Three, 2 4s. Just realized that was that pointed arrow would actually be awesome for our mission, our getting to 30 attack. Snapshot, man.
The battle is really raging out there.
Need a drink?
Thirteen attack left. It's crazy that we're already getting our trinket next turn. What a crow. I took 4 damage. She just got her gold minion, tier 3. I like to use Eudora that way. Some people push to do turn 4. Tier 4 and the dig for tier 5. I think it works better to get 2 buried treasure off by turn 8.
Don't tell the others. I'm rooting for you.
Yikes. Wow, 2 forest rovers already? Talk about freaking lucky. So dumb. That guy's field is actually like stupid strong for turn 4. Was what it was.
Defeat that doesn't destroy you makes you strong.
Start of combat. Give your Naga 2 health, improved by every 4 spells. Give your Naga Death Rattle, get a random spellcraft. Let's do that one, I think. Lava Lurker.
The
11. Yeah, I'll freeze the shell collector. We can do them apples and shell collector to get 5 out of that 11 we need. We just need 6 left from all the spells we'll get from these, but we're gonna lose the round. It's 2 more, 4 more, 6 more. Yeah, we'll be good. 8 more. And then we'll get to discover a Naga. Alright, the match is not lost yet. Let's grab that, gain the coin. Coin. Let's do... Gladiator, sell off, water droplet, gladiator some buff, and a permanent 4/4 to lava lurker. Now we've got a little bit of a field going. And there's the triple on the ominous seer. We are going against beasts with a calligraphy set. It's kind of a strange combo. Like that. We got 6 minions that can die. We can get up to 6 spellcrafts. Hopefully we only get like 4, maybe. I don't know. I just want to win the round. Maybe everything will die and the Mana Saber Cubs will be all that's left. Then we'll win. He has not lost a single round yet, though.
Don't tell the others. I'm rooting for you.
Gold. More gold. More gold. 1 Thaumaturgy and... Alright, so we got 3 extra gold in the next turn. Actually worked out very well. We got a win. We'll actually get our greater trinket. We got 5 spells to work with. Let's go up a tier. Discover a Naga. Corrupted Myrmidon. Or another Gladiator. Myrmidon Gladiator. I'm gonna say Gladiator's better for now. Sell that. We'll sell the Deep Sea, and we're gonna grab this for the triple.
That's a great play.
I'll drop Cryfowl to 0. Drakari. Showy Cyclist. It's one of the minions we needed. Another Deep Sea Angler. Let's get rid of that. Use both those. Grab another Deep Sea Angler.
You can still make a comeback.
Hopefully Showy Cyclist dies right away. Come on, kill the Showy Cyclist. No such luck, I suppose. There it is. Reborn on our Naga. We're gonna have to get that minion for the permanent Reborn for our Showy Cyclists. If we can get that going on the field.
Nice work out there. Keep
Thaumaturgist spell is a permanent. Corrupted Myrmidon with a permanent Thaumaturgy. Gladiator triple. Ooh, Slumbering Sorceress for the Shifting Tide as well. Yeah, we're gonna go with that. And the taunt on her.
I make all the difference.
Get rid of that Ominous Seer. And the Collector. We can start to buff that up with the Meditations. Give her a Reborn. And there it is. Shifting Tide and a Weary Mage in the Tavern as well.
Battle, friend.
We can triple that Gladiator. Ooh. Alright, Unholy Sanctum. Triggering the Death Rattles. He's going to ramp Beetles like crazy. Yep. 21, 24. Yeah, they're already huge. Wow. At least we get the Shifting Tide. And the resummon, another Shifting Tide. I'd say that was quite successful. All our Thaumaturgy spells are permanent, so we can ramp up super fast with our Myrmidon.
I've got some fresh recruits for you.
I need that Weary Mage. Let's do buff the Tavern spells. Cool. Gladiator. That opens that spot up for us.
The light has left this place.
That's so many stats.
It's not the strongest, but it'll fight hard.
Ooh, Tranquil Meditative. That is awesome. We're gonna grab that next turn. Weary Mage. We'll get the Reborn on her. Reborn on him. Put a permanent Reborn there, I suppose. Taunt there. And 3 permanent Thaumaturgies on him. It's going to be a 146, 240. That is all permanent buffs. I think we actually we stand a chance to survive in this. Now,
Have a good battle.
we need the Sorceress to die both times either way. How big? 6 7s. That's actually awesome. Hawkstrider Herald with a champion. got pretty much the most value while still winning. 2-6. We got another tranquil, another meditation for that.
Nice work out there. Keep up the pressure.
Alright, for the buff. Tranquil. Not gonna use that yet. Let's use the gold. Another tranquil meditative. I'm just gonna get rid of the lava lurker, as totally useful as she is. Honestly, probably the showy cyclist too. I need the meditation spells.
Great. Let's get some.
And we got a triple on her. All before we used our shifting tides. What in the world? +2, +11. There's not a whole lot of things to buff Tavern spell attack, huh?
Always trust a trust.
All right.
Have a good battle, friend.
Well, our Myrmidon alone can take out his entire field. Let's bolt our shifting tides. Evolving strategy. Got 3 reinvigorations. Top 5 with Naga.
You're good at this.
We got the combo off just in time. Thaumaturgist. Zesty Shaker, though. I think Zesty Shaker's probably the better pick. Meditation.
Now we are in business. Go ahead and hire one of these recruits.
+3, +14. Groundbreaker. I do want the Groundbreaker. I also want the Thaumaturgist. I'm gonna get rid of the Weary Mage. Let's get rid of the Deep Sea Angler. And get rid of the Meditative as well. Grab the Groundbreaker. Freeze the Thaumaturgist. Probably should have done that the other way around, but... Permanent buff. And permanent buff. That's crazy. That corrupted Myrmidon is over 700 to start with, so this guy's gonna be decent size, but I think our Myrmidon will do fine countering him.
You're doing great out there.
His beetles are 118s, so as long as he doesn't summon too many, they're gonna ramp up a bit. Couldn't have killed itself. If it had killed itself, it would have actually been better for us. We gotta kill the Hawkstrider. Nope, we actually lose. We didn't get that Hawkstrider kill early, so we took the extra 12, or extra 6 rather. Would have been pretty good. Is that another 5th place? Another 5th place. On a roll for 5th place. Hey, it's better than landing in 8th every time. I think we're gonna do one more match today to see if we can get, see if we can pull off a first. Another double header. I think we've had beasts almost every single game. Beasts and mechs. Which kind of makes me lean towards the curator. Another guff. Let's go curator. Double header. With any luck, we'll get the the cat right away, so we can get 2 copies to get the extra 2. Which gives you the ability to, on turn 2, go to tier 2, refresh the tavern once, and still buy a tier 2 minion and get a copy of it. Which isn't bad. It's like the only way I would say go to tier 2 right away. While you have double header. Hey, Alley Cat. Alright, so we got the Alley Cat. So next turn, we can definitely go to tier 2. Do a refresh, and then sell 3 to get 2 of something. If we got like an automaton or something crazy right away, we can get 2 of them on the field right off the bat. Be pretty gnarly.
Have a good battle, friend.
And we tie.
The battle is
2 more Alley Cats. That is also an option. Let's go. Yeah, let's go with that. I'm gonna go double buff. Grab 1 Alley Cat, get the triple. And we get an automaton. And then next turn, I will sell Tabby Cat, go up a tier, grab the second Alley Cat, which will give us another Tabby Cat. Gives us a lot of gold to work with.
win this thing.
Unless we get an automaton on the extra minion we get here.
Your minions really pulled
Oh, we
their
don't get
weight.
extra. Alright. So tier 2, sell the Tabby, gold. Grab a regular Alley Cat. That triple. So do the Elemental buff. Yeah, let's just hold on to the Alley Cat.
I think you can win this thing.
The amount of alley cats that we got with doubleheader made this such a strong start.
Nice work out there. Keep up the
Ooh,
pressure.
technical elemental. We can slap 2 of those onto that automaton. 1, 2, 3. We can go up a tier as well still. Sell off elemental. Do the alley cat. Tabby cat. Alley cat. Let's go tier 3 and we'll grab the technical elemental. 2 copies. I'll actually put 1 on each of them. And then we could still triple with another alley cat. That is so many. We've had 5 alley cats so far. With the help of doubleheader. But still, 5 alley cats.
You're doing great out there.
Or maybe more than that. I don't know, a lot.
Your minions really pulled their weight.
All right, double automaton. Mixed minions. I'm gonna say probably the tunnel blaster. Nah. I don't know what we're gonna end up with for minion type on the field overall. Yeah, let's go tunnel blaster.
Important job gets special bomb.
Go ahead and hire one of these recruits. Keep up the momentum, friend.
That was easy. That was incredibly satisfying, actually. Another automaton? No, no such luck. After you play a magnetic minion, get a random tavern spell. I'm kind of all about that. Let's do that one, because we're going to get 2 Annoya modules right now. Let's get 2 extra tavern spells. I'm just gonna freeze the tavern. I'm just gonna save those 2. Yeah, save those 2 for now. And grab the frantic alarmabot next turn. Get 2 copies, get Wind Fury on our automaton and on our book eating amalgam. It's also 2 more magnetize, just 2 more tavern spells. That is essentially 2 buffs for our minions and 2 tavern spells. It's crazy. It's crazy value. I feel like we're on track to get a first place here. Depending on what everybody else has. Murlocs, demons, mechs. Murlocs, mechs. I feel like,
You've got this. You're way ahead.
and he's out.
Your minions really pulled their weight.
Let's go grab that. Tier 4, and with any luck, we'll get another Tunnel Blaster. Not exactly what I was hoping for. Wow, 2 more T-sets. I almost kind of want the Shadow Dancer. That minion in the tavern buff is super nice for the magnetics overall. Plus it's a demon, so we could do beast, mech, all. Yeah, let's do that. Sell off these 3. I'm gonna grab that Shadow Dancer. Get taunt on her. Ah, you know what? Let's do that. That way we get 1 copy from the Macaw and 1 copy from the Shadow Dancer itself.
You got this. You're way ahead.
Sweet. 2 Staff of Enrichment.
Your minions really pulled their weight.
2 extra end of round Marquee Tigger. Could also get double Strike Oil. But Marquee Tigger can just give us Strike Oils. I think that's probably the play. Probably should use both those staffs first. That was kind of dumb. And we can buy 1 Strike Oil anyway. And Springy Spriggan. 2 extra Strike Oils regardless. Well, that just worked out, didn't it? We are on track for 4 free tavern spells, 2 Staff of Enrichments, 2 random. We got 12 gold to work with. We got our Greater Trinket this turn, and we are on a 6-round win streak. A couple ties, but we have not lost a single round yet. Let's see. A couple people at tier 5. It's half and half. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, half at 4, half at 5.
You got this. You're way ahead.
Alright, we got 3 Staff of Enrichments this turn. Alright, we do take a loss there. 10 damage. Still above 31.
Rough battle. Pick yourself back up and turn it around.
Charging Zarina, tier 5 minion. Tavern spells that give stats grant an extra 3/3. That is going to buff up our Staff of Enrichments like crazy. So we're going to go with that. Let's do 2 technical elementals.
Not the strongest, but it'll fight hard.
And I'm going to sell that off now. Let's go up a tier. That's 2 stronger tavern spells, potentially. Buff all our mechs. Again, probably should have done those 3 buffs before we grabbed the mechs. Oh, we're killing it right now. That would have been an extra 12/12 on both of our minions, but that was dumb on my part. Is what it is. Hopefully we're doing well enough to take this guy out. He just got the gold-plated compass, so we've got a golden murloc. What one is the question? He's tier 6. He must have just hit tier 6 and just got a golden murloc, so I can't imagine it's enough to come back from this. But he did get a win on his last round against other murlocs. Sorry. Even if we can take max damage for 2 more turns, assuming there's not 4 of us left, and we'll still be fine.
Terrible people. But good tippers.
We want some double end of round effects would be fantastic.
I think you can win this thing.
Them apples, tricky trousers. Oh my. That's a thing. Yeah, we kind of need Reborn on our amalgam. 14. Didn't actually take cap. Just under. There's the Reborn and the triple on the marquee ticker. So we're going to drop all 3 of those staff of enrichments right away this time. Let's grab the prosthetic hand. We'll get 2 copies. Marquee ticker for the triple. That is a tier 6.
You were looking for. A good tactical choice.
Electron powered up. Also got Nightmare Party, yes. Let's go with the Electron. Lullabot. Reborn on that. Reborn on that. I'm gonna get rid of the Macaw for the Spriggan.
That's what I would have been.
Armor stash. Take taunt off of that. Let's give all our minions 5/5. I'll just save them apples for now. I don't believe that Electron powered up will trigger this like 7 times. Maybe it will.
I think you can win this thing.
Golden touch. No, it does not trigger it. Wow. That could not have been worse. And nobody's dead still, so we could,
Welcome back.
we're going against the guy in last. We could definitely still come in last place right now. Two copies, that is 2 tier 6s. Dr. Boom. Actually, that's pretty crazy because we have our Amalgam. After we cast a Tavern spell, our demons consume a minion in the tavern. That was kind of exactly what we needed.
It's good to get some minions in play.
Nine size. Another Tavern spell. Give all our minions some buffs. Buff up the minions in the tavern. Extra gold.
I like where you're going with this.
That's a lot of stats. Batty Terror Guard was way more useful than I was thinking. Alright. Maybe we are still in this. He doesn't have any combat effects outside of that one. So I think we're good. Yeah, oh yeah, we're good. For sure. Three extra Tavern spells. He's out. We made it to the top 6.
Your minions really
It's kind of like the least expected good thing we could have got. Grab 2 copies of that.
army you're building, friend.
Doesn't even matter what we pick. Let's do buff the minions in the tavern, get an absorb. Rickety repair bot.
I like where you're going with this.
Alright. We got a 510, 493. We're going against Murlocs. Could very easily die to some Venomous here. But
Have a good battle, friend.
no Venomous. He's got the brute strength going here. And we barely lost that. That was not bad though. That actually turned out a lot better than it was looking to begin with. We tied for 5th place. Apparently today was a 5th place kind of day. Guys, that is going to be the last match of the day. Hopefully you enjoyed the stream. Might be back tomorrow, Monday, absolutely. If you're new, subscribe. Turn on your notifications so you know when we go live every day of the week. Time varies a little bit. Yeah, if you guys enjoyed the stream, hit like, subscribe, the whole 9. Like, you guys know how YouTube works. With that, though, I will see you guys in the next one. I hope you guys have a good weekend. Peace.